Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Harish and this channel is all about building apps, websites, Alexa skills or Google Assistant apps without writing a single line of code. And this is a quick demo of how you can build a quiz app on Alexa. The tools that we're going to use here is just voiceflow.com, and let's quickly jump into how you can build this in less than 10 minutes. Let's get started. Before we jump into building and seeing how to build this, call the API and all that, let's quickly run the test and see what we are building, right? So what we are trying to build today is a skill that shows you a greeting in a different language and asks you to guess which language that could be, right? I'm going to guess this, and it says the correct language is Oromo. Apparently that's a language, and that's how you greet in that language. Now you can build a loop and play this as long as you want, but you can also end this, right? I'm going to just say no and end it. So see you again. That's a quick demo of what we are going to build today. Let's jump into our dashboard and start building. Great. So the API that we're going to use is built by Amit. It's called greetingsapi.com. It's a very fun API. Gives you random greetings for different languages. They also have a list of languages that the API supports. I'm going to link the API and also Amit's profile in the description below. These are all the languages that are available in the API. So it's a fun quiz app that we're going to build. Go to voiceflow.com, create an account. Voiceflow allows you to build Alexa skills or voice prototypes and design voice-based applications without having to write any piece of code. And they obviously allow you to write code for complex applications, but we only focus on not writing code. So I'm going to just quickly create a project for Amazon Alexa, call it greetings bot for the sake of the demo, and create project. You can also use multiple languages, and since our skill is only English, I'm going to select all the English options available. And then click on create project. Once the project is created, you will have a canvas, right? So since this is a quiz, Alexa has to ask the user a question and then also send the greeting after the question, and then wait for user's response. So this is the start block that we have, and from the left drag and drop the speak block, and let's say guess the language of the greeting you hear next, and then let's add a quick break of about, let's say, 5 seconds, or let's do 1 second, right? You can also change the type of voice. I'm going to stick to US and keep it IV. Add an effect, break to about 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, we'll print the API, right? So that we have some time to call the API also. Now from the blocks on the left, scroll down to integration, call the API. And this is the API that we're going to use, right? So the URL is random. It will just give us random response. So this is the full URL. I'm just going to do hello type of greetings for the sake of the demo. There are multiple types of greetings, which is good afternoon and all of that. You can obviously, I'll leave for you to try all of those. So in the endpoint URL, just paste the URL that you just copied, right? And now in the response for the API, we have the language and the greeting that we need. So here, what we're going to do is add another response and then creates 2 variables here, right? So one is the language, the other is a greeting. So what we're going to do is call this one actual language so that we can verify later on, and click create, and then also actual, or we can just keep this greeting. Right now test request, and what this does is calls the API for you, and here is the language and the greeting that we need, right? So I'm going to click on the orange marker beside this and then go back here. This is the language, and just replace the language with greeting. We don't have to change anything else or add anything else, right? Now we have the greeting in the greeting variable. So we have to link this to this block and then quickly respond to the user with the greeting. So if you remember, or if you know how to use Voiceflow, always use curly braces if you want to use any variable. So curly braces greeting. Now Alexa will read out the greeting to the user and then wait for him to respond with the language, right? So in that case, what we're going to do is use the choice block and drop the choice block here, and then the path is the custom path. So here we are looking for different languages that the user will mention, right? So what I'm going to do is call this user language guess, so that it is easy for us to understand, and click create. Now utterances are going to be different types of languages the user is going to say, right? So for this, what I'm going to do is create an entity. Entity is the piece of the response that has our intention. In this case, entity is the language, right? So the user is most likely going to just reply with the language only. He's not going to say any long sentence. So I'm just going to create a new piece here so that Alexa understands that it is looking for a language, right? So I'm going to click create here, and then that will let you select what type of entity this is. In our case, it is language. So select language, and to be able to teach Alexa what values this will have, always add different languages that you are looking for, right? Now how will you add this? Very simple. Just go to the API itself and see what are all the languages available, right? These are all the languages available. You can add each of these one by one and train Alexa here, right? Hindi, then there is English, then there is Chinese, then bunch of other languages, right? So I'll just copy one more and then paste it here. So the goal for you to do is add as many types of responses here, and if there is other way to say this, you can also say it in the column on the right and use CSV, comma separated values, to say multiple ways of saying just English or Hindi, right? So that's how you train Alexa to understand what the response is. And you can also change the color of this just so that you remember if you are building something complex, right? So that's how you create an entity and wait for the user's response, right? Now if the user doesn't respond anything, right, so don't forget to click enter and add it, otherwise it will not work. Now if there is no match, also add a response here, which I will leave for you to handle the other cases, right? Now if we have the response from the user, we have to check if it is the right one or not. Now how do you check? It is simple. We, from the API block, we already have the language stored in actual language. We just have to match this to this. Simple. So for that, I'm just going to quickly drag and drop an if block. Very simple. If actual language matches with user's language, it's a match, otherwise it's not a match, right? So click on this, add a condition. It's going to be expression, or it can just be, let's use variable if language guess is actual language, curly braces actual language, right? That's all. If this is this, proceed, right? So that's the logic. Otherwise, do the next step. If it doesn't match, you have to say, oh, it doesn't match, sorry, right? We'll add that also. I'm not just going to skip everything, right? So if it matches, what are we going to do? We're going to say right answer, right? So we're going to just quickly do great job, right? And to build on top of this, right, and make it like a proper quiz app, what you could also do is add a variable and add counter to it, right? Add score, as in, let's say you add a score variable, you can increase the score depending on how many times the user has guessed the answer right, and reduce the score if the answer is wrong, right? Now if this doesn't match, right, we have to also enable no match as a different paths, right? Now here I'm just going to say, sorry, wrong answer, the correct language is curly braces actual language, and then let's add a quick break. To add break, you can obviously type the code or just use this. I prefer using this or just typing it out. And after 1 second, let's do you want to try again. Now similar to the choice block, right, there are yes and no intents by default ready. In our case, we have built a custom intent here, which is user language guess, and here we'll just do yes and no as the two choices that we have. So if the user says yes, what we are going to do is go back and call the first block and if the user says no, we have to just say thank you so much and bye, right? So let's add another speak block right here and say see you again, and also ensure that this is denoted with an exit because this is the last piece of the puzzle. And also always remember, when you are creating a complex skill like this, name all the blocks that you have. So API block, starting point, this is greeting and waiting because the skill is waiting. Also link the start block to the first one, otherwise none of this will work. Wrong answer, and this one is right answer. Check if right or wrong, and this is exit. Right now, this if the user says no, see you again. The user says yes, we've already linked it. So that's our skill that we built. Let's quickly test this out and see if this works. As do run test, it is going to ask what is the language. I am not sure what that language is. Let's quickly guess Hindi, and it's going to be wrong. Oh, clearly path is not connected. We did not connect this path to the wrong answer. So we'll quickly go back and connect this to this block, right? So always remember to connect all the blocks that you create, otherwise you see what happened. So let's test it again and make sure it works. Oh, I have no clue what this is. For fun, let's just say English. See, the correct answer apparently is Korean. So do you want to try again? No. That's it. That's how you build an Alexa skill without writing a single line of code. If you found this content useful, consider subscribing to the channel. Also drop a like to this video, and see you in the next video. Peace.